Before I proceed to the factors that affect the folk dance, allow me to explain what is folk dance. So folk dance are dance or traditional dance of a country which were evolved naturally and spontaneously in connection with everyday activities and experiences of the people who developed them. There are factors that affect folk dance, and the first one is the geographical location. All regions influence the mentality, or better to say create one, and from that type of mentality, people express themselves and create movements. From example, thus living on hills tend to have a harsh mentality due to the harsh living environment, and therefore create type of dance that tend to heavy in quality and sometimes complex, where on the other hand, valleys or flat surfaces have easier mentality and express that with a simple formation and flow of movements. Example of this would take a serious time as it different from culture to culture. The next one factor that affects the folk dance is the economic condition. Economic condition, this affect folk dances because folk dance most quite often take place at events such as the county fairs, state fairs, or carnivals. These are the events where folk dance group get a chance to perform and give performance. There are contests and competition for folk dance at events such as the county fairs and state fairs or carnivals also. If there is not enough money to host this event, then there won't be many folk dances taking place.
The third factors affecting folk dances is climatic conditions. Philippine dance, like many other dances, are affected by climatic conditions. The warm climate is not conducive to vigorous or spontaneous movements. Sometimes, when the weather is really bad, some musicians and dancers have a hard time traveling to the dance venue and just few dancers show up. The last factor is customs and tradition. Dances are rooted in the customs and the traditions of culture. Tradition creates a sense of identity and belonging, reflecting to our ancestors' ways of bringing us different folk dances.
There are 5 do's and don'ts in folk dancing. The do's are: dance with ease and smoothness. Dance in a natural, simple, and direct manner. Follow directions and dance instructions as closely as possible. Use the proper costume for the dance. Dance with feeling and expression.
The don'ts in folk dancing is: first, do not exaggerate the dance step. Second, do not make the dance too dainty and graceful like ballet. Third, do not make entrance and exit long. Fourth, don't make steps too elaborate and complicated. Fifth, don't call a dance a folk dance unless the steps come from traditional dances.
There's a lot of common dance terms that is being used in dancing, but today, I will give you the 15 common dance terms. First is arms in lateral position. Both arms are at one side, either right or left, at shoulder, chest, or waist level. Number 2, brush. Weight on one foot, hit the floor with the ball or heel of the other foot, and lift that foot from the floor to any direction. Next is crossed arms. Partners facing each other or standing side by side join their left hands together and the right hands together, either right over left or left over right hands. Next is cut. To displace quickly one foot with the other. Do-si-do. Partners advance forward, pass each other's right side, step across to the right, move backwards without turning around, pass each other left side to proper places. Next is hayon-hayon. It is to place one forearm in front and the other at the back of the waist. Hop. A spring from one foot, landing on the same foot in place or in any direction. We also have haleyo, wherein partners turn around clockwise or counterclockwise using walking or any kind of dance step. Next is kumintang, moving the hand from the wrist either in a clockwise or counterclockwise direction. Lip, a spring from one foot, landing on the other foot in any direction. Place, to put foot in a certain position without putting weight on it. We also have point. It is to touch the floor lightly with the toes of one foot, weight of the body on the other foot. Masiwak, to turn the hand from the wrist halfway clockwise, then raise and lower wrist once or twice. This is an ibanag term. Panadyak, to stamp in front or at the side with the right foot and tap with same foot close to the left foot. This is a Tagalog term. Patay, to bend the head downward and to support the forehead with the R. Forearm, or with the crook of the R elbow, while the left hand supports slightly the palm of the right hand. This is usually done with the left foot, pointing in rear and knees slightly bent. This is an Ilocano term and the movement is commonly found in Ilocano dances.
Good day! I'm Miss Imatangahan and today I'm going to introduce to you the 5 fundamental positions of arms and feet. So first, fundamental positions of arms. Let's begin with the first position. First position. Place your hands in a circle in front of the chest. Second position. Open up your arms below the shoulder level with a wrist. Third position. Place your one arm overhead while the other hand remains in the second position. Fourth position. Place your arm in the front of the chest in a circle while other arms remain overhead. Fifth position. Raise both arms over the head with a graceful wave.
Good day, I'm Aisel Gonzalez. Now, this is the second fundamental position of feet. The first position is bring heels close to touch, toe apart. Second, bring feet apart sideward. Third, bring the heel of one foot to touch the instep of the other foot. Bring one foot in front of the other foot to walk higher. Bring the heel of one foot to touch the toe of the other. Then back to position.